So let's talk about supplements and let's see how we're doing on time here. Oh, good. It's only 30 minutes. Gee. Oh, no, that's an hour. All right, let's talk about supplements for prevention. This is Bioimmunozyme Forte. Yes, I sell this, but it's because I use it and it's an awesome product. Now, you'll see here, we have 2,000 micrograms of vitamin A, which is basically 2,000 IUs, and that's a really solid amount of vitamin A. And then we recommend pairing that with the D3 supplement. And then you can see all these other nutrients. A lot of them we've already talked about, the vitamin C. We've got zinc in here. Selenium is also one of the ones I was going to throw in there as another good immune system support nutrient, but I wasn't sure about it. And then what I love that they have in here is they have glandulars. So we have organs of pristine animals in here. We have the adrenal complex. Thymus has been well known to support immune health because the thymus is something that modulates your immune system anyway. Spleen, same thing. We got liver, pancreas, what else we got in here? Placenta, and then just some other nutrients that are super, super useful. Okay, so and then we've got some plant-based nutrients down here in the bottom of this little blend. So this is like, it's seriously in the holistic world among people like Standard Process, Apex Energetics. They're trying to compete with this product because it's so freaking awesome. And this is one of the few companies that offers glandulars. Okay, so Bioimmunozyme Forte, you take, it says 2 capsules for this amount of nutrients. I recommend during cold and flu season that you take 3 capsules, and you only do that one time a day with one of your main meals. And then once we get through cold and flu season, then I wouldn't recommend taking it anymore because you got really high levels of some of these nutrients. Okay, now if you don't want to take that, and then again, you can buy this on Amazon if you want, but I will price match it. I think usually I'm like 2/3 the price of what's on Amazon. But if you're going to take Bioimmunozyme Forte, then you would take it with D3 because we need D3 with vitamin A. It's just that these are in capsule form, and Biotics does not want to try to put D3 in a powder. They recommend taking it in the liquid form. Okay, so or you can take the cod liver oil, which has vitamin A and vitamin D already in it with some EPA and DHA, plus you would add to that the organs that we just talked about. Now, I just want to make a plug for, and if this is confusing, I'll circle it back around. I want to make a plug for organs. I just got done with a self-study on organ therapy. I read some books from the 1940s and 50s where they first started this idea of organ therapy. And organ therapy is basically this idea that like supports like. Okay, so if I have a really damaged liver, I think it makes a lot of sense to eat liver because then I'm giving my liver what it needs to rebuild my liver. And we actually see tremendous benefit in the literature from people who have a damaged pancreas, a damaged kidneys. I mean, you name whatever the organ is, if you supplement with that organ, then you give the body what it needs to help fix or heal that organ. All right, so traditional peoples, Native Americans, and early ancestral healers knew that eating the organs from healthy animal would strengthen and support the health of the corresponding organ of the individual. This is from Ron Smith, one of the people that was doing a bunch of the research on organ therapy, and there's some new and upcoming stuff because we got companies like Ancestral Supplements, and now Paul Saladino has his line, Heart and Soil. So radioisotope labeling studies in animals have shown conclusively that when eaten, organs and glands selectively travel to the corresponding organs and glands in high concentrations. That means when you're eating organs and glands, your body will take those and put them with its own organs and glands. This research done at the University of Scotland in Edinburgh lends credence to the ancient practice of eating animal organs to help ensure health in one's corresponding organs. Right. So I've been experimenting with this personally. I won't say what I'm taking right now, but some of my clients come in, and if they have blood sugar handling issues, usually they have pancreatic insufficiency. If they have prediabetes or diabetes, that's also associated with pancreatic insufficiency. So I give them pancreas, and then I also give them a couple other things. It's like my secret little concoction. But Arnica just had her IUD out. And so to support her female system, we're giving her ovarian plus some of the other glands that actually support that in the endocrine system. And she has been almost asymptomatic with her transition. All right, so 2 things that support the immune system are going to be spleen and thymus. So spleen, you would use with spleen and immune system dysfunction. I recommend 2 tablets daily for maintenance or 6 tablets per day for acute immune support. Same thing with the thymus. I think it's a really, really good product. Here it says used with viral, bacterial infections, immune insufficiency, inflammation, thyroid hyperfunction, healing, Again, 2 tablets for maintenance, 6 tablets for acute immune support. Now, Bioimmunozyme Forte just so happens to have those 2 organs in it, and it's got some others. So, and then again, if you're piecing these together, you want to take some vitamin C, and then you also want to take some zinc. All right. So, to summarize it all back around, if you're looking for, if you want to experiment with supplements and you're perfectly fine, like eating real food and focusing on nutrient-dense food and focusing on your sleep and stuff like that, but a lot of us want this information, I would either recommend taking Bioimmunozyme Forte with a D3 supplement, doing that for the duration of the cold and flu season, maybe until we get through winter or something like that, and then stopping because the Bioimmunozyme Forte is very high in some of these nutrients. We probably don't want to take those long term, but it'd be great for the cold and flu season. Or you could take the cod liver oil plus some spleen and thymus plus some vitamin C plus some zinc. And I think either one of those is going to be a really, really, really powerful combination. Okay. All right. Now for symptoms. Again, remember we talked about that little itch in the back of the throat. This is where the virus replicates itself. Ginger honey tea is awesome. Like it really is. Why? Ginger and honey both have antimicrobial effects. So if I'm sipping on, especially at the onset of some scratch in the back of my throat, if I'm sipping on some ginger honey tea and I'm doing that consistently throughout the day, I'm disrupting that replication in the back of my throat. Right? So super, super, super powerful. Someone asked me the other day, well, what about your whole thing about carbs during the day? I'm like, well, I mean, look, first of all, honey is different. Honey is ancestral. It's a superfood. And then also in the context of experiencing some symptoms, I'd say it's totally worth it, right? Actually, I'm wearing a continuous glucose monitor right now again, and I don't know if you can see that or not. Honey doesn't affect my blood sugar at all. It's crazy. Yeah, so, and then some cayenne pepper would be optional, just to throw it in there and give a little spice, help you with your breathing, okay? So ginger honey tea, awesome at the onset of a cold. I wouldn't do this every single day as prevention because it's not going to prevent anything, but at the onset of it, it can definitely disrupt replication. Now, here's something I recommend getting on Amazon, but I do sell some here because I keep them in stock and I can get some more. This is enhanced zinc lozenges. Now, this is not, you're not taking this because of the zinc. You're taking this because of the zinc acetate. So, at the onset of that scratch in the back of your throat, the telltale sign of getting sick, if you suck on these zinc lozenges, the zinc acetate also disrupts the replication of the virus in the back of the throat. All right. So, but you have to catch it right away. And I can tell you right now, I've had a lot of people use this. And sure enough, like if they can catch it early enough and they suck on these, I think it's once, I have a protocol for it, I forget what it is. I think it's once every 2 hours. It dissolves in like 30 minutes if you just suck on it and don't chew it. If you do it once every 2 hours, then most of these people like came back from the brink. They never got fully sick, okay? So this is something you can get on Amazon. I'll send it out as a follow-up. I do have a couple of bottles in here that I keep just in case. Another one, again, this is for symptoms, reduced glutathione. We don't sell one with biotics. I don't think we do. Reduced glutathione is great for respiratory function. Okay, so not something that you need on a regular basis, but if you start to have like some respiratory symptoms, then this would be something great to throw into the mix. I got that tip from Chris Masterjohn, one of my holistic health hotshots that I love. And then finally, for symptoms, this is where I think essential oils can be beneficial. All right. Now, a lot of us may have experience with essential oils, and you hear things like the flu balm, On Guard, oregano, and a bunch of other stuff. If you feel like that works for you, great. I don't think there's any amount of essential oils that you can take that's going to keep you from getting sick if you're not healthy. All right. Your focus has to be real food, and that's it. And sleep and everything that we always talk about. Right. Now, when you get sick, then for symptoms, I love some of these things. Past tense is great for headaches and tension headaches and putting on the back of the neck. It smells amazing. For digestive issues, I'm telling you, like I take some Digestin and it clears it right up. And then also for respiratory, diffusing breathe or putting it on your chest, it's like a vapor Vicks rub or something like that. I think that's very, very useful as well. Okay.